Good morning, girls. We will continue with the chapter quadratic equations, and today I will teach you how to solve the exercise 4.4, which is based on the nature of the roots of the quadratic equation. Now, in the previous video, if you have seen those videos, I had explained you how do we find the nature of the roots, right? We find the nature of the roots by finding the discriminant. The discriminant is given by the formula b square minus 4ac. If it is equal to or greater than 0, then the quadratic equation has two equal roots or two distinct roots. And if the value of the discriminant is less than 0, then the equation does not have the real roots. So this is how we find the nature of the roots. Exercise 4.4 is based on how to means based on the nature of the roots. Question number 1 says find the nature of the roots of the following quadratic equations. If there are real roots, then you have to find those real roots, right? Now you can find the real roots either by the quadratic formula method, or you can use the splitting the middle term method. Okay, so let's begin with the exercise 4.4. Question number 1. I'll take up the first equation. 2x square minus 3x plus 5 is equal to 0, right? Now we will first find the value of the discriminant. Now this discriminant capital D is given by b square minus 4ac. Now over here we take a as 2, b is equal to minus 3, c is equal to 5. We will substitute these values in the discriminant, that is minus 3, then the whole square, minus 4 into 2 into 5. So here I get 9 and here I get 4 2s are 8, 8 5s are 40, and the discriminant is equal to minus 31, and minus 31 is less than 0, and therefore we are going to write no real roots. Okay, so this is how the question number 1 has to be performed, that you will find the discriminant. If the discriminant is equal to or greater than 0, then you will find the real roots, and if the value is less than 0, you will write there are no real roots. Okay, so I hope you will be understanding this question, and I will take one more same question, one more. Let's take the second one. 3x square, right, minus 4 root 3x and plus 4 is equal to 0. This is the equation given. Now we have a is equal to 3, b is equal to minus 4 root 3 and c is equal to 4. Let us solve. We get minus 4 root 3 the whole square, that is b square minus 4 into a into c. Minus 4 into minus 4 will give you 16, 16 into 3 will give you 48, minus 4 was a 16, 16 into 3, 48. Now we can say that the discriminant is equal to 0. Now when the discriminant is equal to 0, we will find the real roots. Now as I told you that you can use the quadratic formula method, or you can use the splitting the middle term method. But here it will be convenient for you to apply the formula method, because we have already taken out the value of b square minus 4ac is equal to 0, and it came out to be 0, right? So let's apply the formula. Minus b plus minus b square minus 4ac upon 2a, right? So we know that b is equal to minus 4 root 3. So minus of minus 4 root 3 plus minus 0 upon 2 into a. A is 3. So here we are finding the roots. Therefore I get minus into minus plus. It will be 4 root 3 plus 0, or 4 root 3 minus 0 will give you the answer 4 root 3 upon 2 into 3. So this will cancel 2, and you know that 3 can be written as root 3 into root 3. So I will cancel this. The answer will be 2 upon root 3. And since we know that the condition says there are two equal roots, real roots, and therefore I will find the answer, I will write the answer as 2 upon root 3 and 2 upon root 3, because this quadratic equation has two real equal roots. Okay, so this is, I hope, clear to you. Find the value of the discriminant, apply the formula and find the answer. Okay, we can take the two roots as alpha and beta. If you want, you can use the name of the roots as alpha and beta. Now, coming to question number 2. Question 2 says, find the value of k for each given equation which have two equal real roots. So if it is 2x square plus kx plus 3 is equal to 0. Now the condition given to us is that it has two equal real roots. And for the two equal real roots, we know that the discriminant is equal to 0. Discriminant means b square minus 4ac is equal to 0. In this equation, we will substitute a, b and c and then find the value of k, right? So here we write a as 2, b as k, c is equal to 3. I hope you are following. To find the value of k, because this equation has two equal real roots, this b square minus 4ac, which is the discriminant, will be taken equal to be 0 according to the nature of the roots condition. Now b square means k square minus 4 into a, 2 into 3 is equal to 0. K square is equal to 24, right? Now k square is equal to 24, we can write k square is equal to, we can break up 24 as 6 into 4 and 6 into 4 again we can break it as 2 into 3 into 2 into 2. Now when you find the square root of a given factors, we know that this forms a pair and therefore I will write k is equal to root of 2 into 2 into 3 into 2, 2 into 3, and therefore the answer will be 2 root 6 as the value of k. Okay, so this is how we find the value of k, by equating the discriminant equal to 0, because the given quadratic equation has two equal real roots. This is question number 2 and I hope this method is clear to you, right? Now there are 3 word problems. I'll take up those also quickly. I'll give you the equations and you will find out whether the condition is possible or not. Question number 3 says, is it possible to design a rectangular mango grove whose length is twice the breadth and the area is 800 meters square, right? Now, is it possible to design a rectangular mango grove? Let us take, let the breadth be x, length is given to us as how much? Twice the breadth, which will be 2x, and area is equal to 800 meters square. They are asking you, is it possible to find the length and breadth for this given condition? So we know that L into B is equal to 800, x into 2x, 2x into x is equal to 800, 2x square is equal to 800, x square is equal to 400, right? When x square is equal to 400, it means what? X is equal to 20, right? X is equal to 20 means breadth is 20 and length will be equal to 2x, that is 40 meter. So we can say that yes, the situation is possible, or we can construct a rectangular mango grove with these dimensions. Answer 40 meter and 20 meter. This is question number 3, right? Question number 4 says, is the given situation possible? And what is that situation? The sum of the two friends' ages is 20 years. There are two friends whose sum of the ages is 20 years. So we can take, let the first friend's age be x, question number 4. And the second one, the other boy's age, we take it as y. Actually, we are supposed to take same variable, but according to the question, the value of y will be 20 minus x. You know why? Because the sum of the two ages is equal to 20. So I can directly write the first friend's age be x years and the second one's age is 20 minus x. Now it is saying that 4 years ago. 4 years ago means this age will be x minus 4, right? And the other person's age will be 20 minus x minus 4. This is first and this is second, right? When you will solve this question in your notebook, see that you properly frame the statements. Now it is saying that this is 20 minus 4 will give you 16 minus x. Now it is saying that 4 years, the product of their ages, x minus 4 and 16 minus x is equal to how much? 48. So they are asking you, is this situation possible? So you will multiply these two, and wherever you will solve it, if you get a proper answer for x, that is a positive answer for x, it means this situation is possible, or otherwise you can write no, this type of situation does not exist. Okay, this is question number 4. Similarly, question number 5 also based on length and breadth. Length and breadth, it says that, is it possible to design, again, is it possible to design length and breadth, dimensions are given. The dimensions are